Okay, so in this video, we're going to talk about our formation of the 3-5-2. Let's dig in. Alright, so 3-5-2, that is going to be our standard formation for this season. We might occasionally go to the 4-5-1 or maybe even the 3-5-1 where there's a player not there and he has a specific responsibility. But let's walk through 3-5-2 and what it looks like for our team. We're going this way and we have our wing back over here facing that way, center back, and our other wing back triangles are facing that way. And we have a midfielder here, midfielder here, midfielder here, outside winger here, outside winger, which also serve as wing backs. And then we have attacking striker and attacking striker. Let's start in the back because we have three different zones here. We have our defensive zone, midfield zone, and our attacking zone. That's just in our formation. We're not talking about our field zone because in the field zone there are 4 zones on the field: transition, midfield, creative, and attacking. Before our formation, we have our attacking defensive players, midfield players, and our attacking players. In the back, we are looking to transition the ball quickly. We are a counter-attacking team. Doesn't matter where we transition, from here to here to here to anywhere. Ultimately, we want to keep the ball alive. Keeping it alive basically means do not force a pass. Stay away from hockey sticks. Keep it alive, pass it. And we're going to start by bringing the ball over to this player or this player. But whenever the ball is on one side of the field, what naturally happens? Everyone begins to congest that side of the field. So we need to switch the field. And in this formation, we do not have 4 backs, so we cannot skip pass. If we skip pass here, that is going to induce an interception or even a suicide pass. So we need to drop it here and then go over. In the 4-back formation, we skip it and go on. But we don't have 4 backs, we have 3. So we have to go around the defensive players that will be here because, hey, the other team has players too. So player here, player there. Ultimately, this guy here is going to drop back. Boom. He's not going to be there. He is going to be, where did my green marker go? Oh, there it is. Down to there. Drop there, drop there. Now, every time we do that, move the ball up a little bit. If there is no advancement, drop the ball back, swing and bang. Move the ball up a little bit. Drop the ball, bring it back. You're going to do this all day long. Maybe we can get to this, bring it back over here. Maybe there, bring it back, go to there. Maybe there, and back. But ultimately, we keep it alive when we're on our half, moving in this nice, pretty U shape. Now, when we get to the outside backs, we are looking for a specific player, a very specific player. We're looking for our creative space maker, the striker. Looking for him. When the ball gets to this location, any outside backs, the near side needs to check to here, and then the far side needs to check to here. There's an imaginary line, and both players need to be somewhat close to that line. All right? If the ball comes here, this guy needs to be prepared to check back and play high-low. All right? If the ball goes here, boom, all the way over, boom, this guy is going to now loop around. Ultimately, what we need to understand right away is that we're keeping it alive, getting it to the outside back, and our first option is to look for here. This is A, our first option. Get there. As soon as I see the ball coming, is A there? A is there. That's what we want. Split all these guys, get it there. If B is going, because what happens when he comes in? This defender also comes in. So now he's going to make this run. So maybe we could, maybe we could do this pass right here to this player here. All right. Now, if none of the A's are available, we go to option B. Option B. He is right here. There's option B. And all he's got to do is pop over, boom, it's right there. Because, hey, look here, we're in the same column, the vertical column. This is the same column we talk about all the time. There should never be two people in the same column, all right? If one's here, one's got to pop out. If the other's here, the other's got to pop out. This is a straight line. We don't want those straight lines. So, boom, boom. We want triangles and angles. Lots of angles in soccer, all right? So A, B, and then we're going to go right here to C. Is C open? All right? Now, no matter what, in all these passes, we're not looking to receive and turn. Do not get the ball and turn. All right? You need to hear that someone says, you got space. You can run. You can go. But you have to assume that you are covered. There's a man on. Same thing here. Don't get the ball. Do not turn. Don't get the ball. Do not turn. All right? You want to get the ball, and guess what you're going to do? You're going to set pass. Set pass all day long. All right? Set passing is very, very important because it draws the defender in and it allows someone else to be more open. And that's the key thing to understand when it comes to advanced soccer. That at advanced soccer, it's not about you, it's about the team. Yes, you're getting the ball, but we are working together to create a space somewhere else that is more profitable for the time. So, when the ball comes in, let's say we have the ball here now, and we see A is wide open. So we pass the ball to A, he sets it to C, and guess who is now open because we drew in this guy, and drew in this guy, and even the defender over here drew in a little bit. Look, this guy is wide open. He's going to be like, all this attention did what? It congested. Everyone drawed in. So now he's making this run. He's wide open. This guy is still going to be here, so he's going to be checking in here. So we went boom, boom, and so now he's got two automatic options. Anytime we're at the set pass, we're always looking for back door. We're going to set this over to the back door. All right? That might not be open. This guy might be open. Well, guess what? He's got another option. This guy is making this run. All right? But it's all started because of the set pass. We're looking for set passes all day long. Whew. Okay, now let's back up a little bit. You guys ready to back up with me? And boom, we're reset. So now I want you guys to notice something here. When it comes to the outside backs, the spacing in between is approximately 15 to maybe 20 yards between there and there. Same thing, there and there, 15, 20 yards. But guess what? Same thing with the midfield. This triangle should be somewhat close. It may not be pointing that way. It may be rotated to have two cams and one CDM. It may be rotated to have the cam and CDM lopsided and the guys over here. It may be one CDM and two cams. It doesn't matter as long as there's one of each at all times. The game is going to be constantly moving, which means you guys are going to be constantly moving. The other team's going to try to force our shape to change, which means you guys are going to change, but you guys need to be somewhat close to each other. But what we don't want is 5 feet from each other. Not even 5. Well, we probably do 5 yards every once in a while. But you're aiming for about 10, 15, 18, at the most 20 yards that you guys are able to see and work with each other. And one of you should always see the other ahead and behind. So whoever's in the back, there's usually one that's designated as the CDM, is the one that communicates. This guy right here, he's the communicator. He says, hey, we need to go left, we need to go right. This guy is the second communicator. CDM communicates everything to everyone. Okay? Same thing here. You guys are keeping an approximate distance. You're not way up here. You're kind of like, get rid of that. And it's going to be high-low, but not big high-low. This is too much. So we get rid of that. Boom. High-low. So when this guy checks in, he's ready to check up. And when the ball swings over here, he checks in and he checks up. It's never going to be too big or too much. And it's never going to be too wide because you guys need to work with each other. Once the ball works its way over to our side back and we find A, right there, right? It gets to A. Now, he's checked too here. Boom. This guy has, now in this situation, he already has the ball. He already has it. It's once he sees that the ball is moving, because we move when what? The ball moves. When we see that he's going to get it, this run is no longer good. So we ran there because he had the ball, but now the ball is moving. We can see that he's going to get it. Now we're going to check back to be back within our high-low position, because he might want to do the classic set pass, but to you. Because if he sets here, now he has A here, B here, C here, even a D here. Because if he's playing the way he faces, so let's say he's facing this way, he has A, B, C, D, E. Technically has an E, but these are the fast ones that he's going to see right away. And even if he really wants to, he can do swing because he's within view, right? So we play him with then the way we face, play, right? Okay, and greater than 90, all that jazz. So you're checking back in. So he could give the ball here, and guess what we have? We have another set pass because he can make a little check run and go here. Maybe he doesn't want to go there. Maybe this guy sees a gap. Because look, the way he faces is now, look, he can go there, he can go there. So all that because we kept space, about 15, 20 yards. Not too little, not too much. The only exception is our outside winger backs. All right, when the entire team is congested to the right sideline, this guy keeps the other team accountable. We have to keep that space over there. If you draw in here, now everyone's over here. All right, your job is to stay over there, almost heels on the line, and keep that space. Because if the ball is over here, once it gets over here, right, and everyone's congested, we need to be able to drop it, swing it, and get it over here, or drop it and big ball it over here, and now we're wide open for 1v1, 2v2. All right, simple, no big deal of a dribble it in, cut in, shot and goal. We'll take that. All right, it's you know what? Let's rewind again. And boom. All right, so let's focus on the midfield for a hot second. Midfield, guys. All right, whether it's two back here or one back here, the triangle is pretty close. So when the ball is, say, here, okay, you're constantly moving together like that, right? And it might come in. Now, if you play the way you face, you could face, say, this way, but look, your angle, it's all bad. You can only play back to this guy or this guy, maybe that guy. That's a far pass, all right? But he's no longer good because, and look, you have two more guys here. So we need to change the way you face from this to a side-on position. Here's the boundary. You're gonna want to do side-on there. So now you can see this guy, this guy, this guy, this guy, this guy, this guy, this guy. These two we have to sacrifice. Okay. If you happen to be side-on the other way, look, right now you're side-on this way, right? If you side-on that way, now you have this guy, this guy, and this guy. That can work. It's just not the most efficient or effective. Why? Because of numbers. You always want to be able to see the numbers. Would you rather have 1, 2, 3 guys to pass to, or 1, 2, 3 guys to see, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and defenders to worry about? Or would you rather have the information in your head to say, oh, I see all of these options? So being side on affects your decision-making process. So once you're side on and you get it and you're told man on, you can give it right back. Ball is here. We give it to him, man on, and we give it right back. Ball's here, man on, you give it to this guy. Ball's here, man on, you can give it to that guy, depending on where their defense is, obviously. Get the ball here, turn! Now we turn because you were told to turn, someone saw your radar, you checked your radar, and now we are facing this way. There is our, facing that way, 90. Now we have A, B, C, D, E, right? All right, situation like this. What do? We are now taking space. Wow, if someone's going to give you space, take space. However, if the defense is closing in fast, you need to make a decision fast. If the decision is going to back off, the defense is going to back off and give you time, then keep taking the space. Because the primary objective in soccer is to, say it before I say it, is to, yes, score a goal. So if they're going to give you all that, take it all day long. But at advanced soccer, varsity, this guy is going to collapse. This guy is going to collapse. They're going to collapse fast. So you need to know your ABC now. When you're going up space, what is A? A is the advanced backdoor option. We need to advance the ball forward in the backdoor space, the weak side. Because, why? Everyone's collapsing here. Where are they not collapsing? Over there. So if you're here, you can do A, because he's going to meet up to it, right? Or set pass here. B, even set pass there. And eventually, well, it doesn't really matter, because if you set pass, it's going to come back here. Set pass, he's going to set pass, boom, boom. You can set pass, boom, boom, right? The set pass is going to come back to this guy, or even back to you. And now we have two back doors. He's going to either go there, or to there. So, all that from understanding the way you face is a big deal. And do it all with 1-2 touch. If you're not, and okay, you know what? Let's do that. You ready? All right, we have two more. Right now we're gonna work us on the wingers, and the next we're going to get the strikers. Wingers, if you're in the situation where you get the ball, ka-chow, and you're dribbling it up, and you have space, you have time to think, you have beaten this guy. There's a guy right on your rear. He just like, oh man, I don't want that color. Let's go a different color, because it looks like I don't know what's going on. There, defender is on your rear. All right, you are going to carry the ball. There's very little action. You're basically by yourself. Maybe even this guy and this guy are going to be with you. So you're going to the goal. You have three main options, right? You can do big cross here. All right, there's one. There is bring it all the way in. Do what's called a set cross. I call it a set cross. I don't know if that's what it's really called, but I call it because it's the same thing as a set pass. You're going to bring it all the way to the goal line, set pass to about the 12, 6, whoever, and then it's going to go right back in, just like a set pass by one of these guys, right? I don't like the big cross too much because it's a lot of air time, and air time means what? Time for everyone to catch up, because 1 second means how fast can someone cover yardage, right? That whole thing we talked about in practice. 1 second equals 10 yards. So if you get the ball, boom, 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3. That was not the best lob pass. You prefer a ping pass, honestly. So I don't prefer that. That works really well if, say, you have a tall 7-foot guy on your team. I'll just get up there and headbutt it, boom. But if option 2 is to do the set shot or set pass right here, and option 3 is you draw them to think that you're going to do that, and you just take it yourself and go for goal. Now, so you could do that. Bring it all the way up to here and pretend like you're going to shoot the ball. That's technically, yes, you could do that. So option D is probably going to be my favorite, is you're going to bring it as close as you possibly can, and you're going to equal or negative pass to the back door. Because he should be running. He should be running. He should be making the second wave. Waves are important. Let's talk about waves for a hot second. There are several waves in soccer. Right now we have our first wave of runners. There's one wave. Our second wave of runners. There's 2 waves. We could have a third wave. The point is that everybody's in the same wave, and and the ball is here, and he passes it in, and he misses all the waves because we just missed it. I mean, it happens. It's soccer. Now it's a counterattack the other way. So we need 2 waves. We missed this guy, but hey, he's ready for the shot. He's coming in. Ping! Boom! Bow! All right? So, bottom line, wingers. If you get the set pass to you and you're now 1 to goal, you have options. You have options. You don't have to dribble it all in and be the hero. remember, this is advanced soccer. There's not a lot of opportunities to be a hero. If you can do that, awesome. Do it. Great. If you do it all day and keep failing, but now there's other options. Bring it to the 18, big lob, bring it to the goal line, carry it in, set pass, bring it in, maybe go for it if they're going to give it to you, or backdoor. No matter what. No matter what. For those of you who have done futsal with me, when a winger is going up the... Oh, goodness gracious. When he is here, you need to be aware. 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 Because we have 3 places that need to be covered. All right? 3 places. We have A, B, and C. The near post, the PK marker, and the back post. And this guy in the back post, you have an opportunity to score, right? Score. You see a guy running there, you could be thinking, what next? I could score. And if this guy is not there, because that's wide open, back door. And you know what? Let's do it. Boom! All right, strikers. Are you guys ready? This is for you. Because the ball has been kept alive. It is now over here, and it's making a way here, okay? Every time the ball swings, one will check hard. Like, we gotta check hard. If you don't check hard, it's not gonna work. This guy is gonna check hard here. This is important because it draws in the defender to come with you. And if he does that, this guy is now reading that, and he's making this run. This is before the ball is still swinging. Before the ball gets here, and this is what we need. Check hard, boom. If it comes back this way, okay, we have to switch that. Check hard, swing back. This is constant, little, all right? Not too big, not too small, but just right. You gotta be able to pick that up. 15, 18, 20 yards. Boom, 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 and you gotta run. Now, I saw in the game just yesterday, the main striker, he was doing a good job, but the supporting striker was not checking hard enough. He was not creating the space for the backdoor guy. All right? Coach took him out, put in a second string, and that guy did really good. Really good. So, both of you have a job, and that job is always to create space for one another, to create space for your midfielders, and then to create space for yourself. Your last job as a striker is to clean up trash. Clean up trash is a way of saying score goals. Yes, you get to score goals as a striker, but that's not your primary job. Not in real soccer. In real soccer is to create space, to cause a problem in the backfield, to get in the defense's head. You know what I'm saying? So, create space. Once you get the ball here, let's get rid of this. If the ball gets here, and now this guy has already made the run here, okay? This guy, you're going to be able to see if the momentum is that way or if he's getting it on the dime, all right? If it's on the dime, you can't stay there. You have nothing to work with. You now check back, okay? You could you can check back, you can check in and then out, but it's based on what you see him doing because he is not supposed to turn. There's a guy right on his rear. So he could, we could set past here to go there, set past there to go there. You following? That could happen. One thing that could happen here is that he beats the guy. He checks in, gets the ball here, and his first touch is to space. That's not there. Ugh. Get that out of here. All right. And now he's doing what the winger we just talked about doing. All right. Maybe none of that is what's really happening. Maybe he comes in, he gets the ball here. No, that's not what happens at all. He doesn't get the ball here. He checked in, and it looks like he got the ball there. But really, this guy, he created space for him. He made this run, and he sees it. He's like, oh, I see it. Let's fake it there. But really, we're going to go right here. He gets the ball on the run. Now it's like one-on-one. So he gets it here. And guess what? He's now the new winger strategy. Bring it there across, bring it there across. And guess what? This guy, because he saw action over here, yep, he needs to make this run and be ready at the C, the back door. So, whew, 5 in the mid, 3 in the back, 2 up front. All right, 3, 5, 2. Okay, you guys ready? We're gonna slice this and ready? All right, let's talk about gears, Rogers, and math. Gears, Rogers, and math. These are 3 things I want to cover before our first game. All right, gears, as in gears of play. Think of it like you're in a car, vroom, 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 and when you're driving, there's different gears that the car needs to be in order to go forward. Some gears keep the car at a slow pace, then you up the gears to a faster pace, and ultimately, the highest gear is really fast. Boom! Right? So, in our shape, when I say we're at default, I'm saying we're at a 3 out of 5. 3 out of 5. With 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. 1 is the keeper is just going to stall the ball as long as possible. Literally, the ball is down here, and the keeper, we want him to have the ball. Just keep giving it back to the keeper, right? Okay. If we go to a 2, now it's the defense is only going to hold this shape. We have a guy here, guy here, guy here. And we're just going to keep it right there. Back and forth. Maybe pop it to the keeper and back to him. Back and forth. Maybe this guy. Back to him. Back and forth. When I get to 3, now 3 is our default. 3 is where, okay, now we're going to look for this guy. We're going to play soccer. 3 is playing soccer, but keeping it alive, being conservative. 4 is, okay, we need to get aggressive. Like, up it up a little bit. We have to get the ball in the net because we're behind for whatever reason. I want to win the ball sooner, faster, harder, stronger, just like that Kanye West song. Boom! Get the ball. All right, but if we get 5, 5 is a very, very specific gear. 5 is, I don't want the ball. I want you to waste their fuel. There's a flag over here, a flag over here. What I want you to do is, when I say 5th gear, 5th, you're going to pass the ball to 5th, this little imaginary zone. Let it stop. Let it go out of bounds. I don't care. Get rid of the ball. And I am calling 5th gear because I see something that you might not see, and it's going to benefit us. Intentionally concede the ball by passing it, letting it sit there, and as soon as that happens, you guys come, you play defense, and trap it there. They'll probably get out. That's okay, but we're going to press there, all right? Whew. Now, that was gears. Let's talk about Rogers. Rogers is understanding that the field is divided into 2 parts. A right side, right, and then we have a left side, right? Guess what Roger means? Roger means right. So when you hear Coach Ron calling out Roger, Roger, we're going to play Roger. Give the ball to Roger. Give the ball to Roger. I want you to take advantage of the right side of the field because I see something that's, good for us, bad for them, all right? But if I say Larry, guess what Larry means? Take a wild guess before I even say it. That's right. It means left. Go on the left side. That's a very, very simple concept. Very, very simple. And the last thing is the math. If I give you a math number, for example, the math number will be 2 and 5 equal 7. That means find number 7. Now, how it's going to work is I'm going to say, hey, you, Bojango. Bojango is the guy on our team, right? And Bojango, 5 and 2. That means Mr. Bojangle needs to go find 5, 2. He needs to find number 7, right? He's going to play man up on that guy. He's going to play white on rice defense. His only job is to worry about 5 and 2. We're not going to say, hey, Bojangle, go cover number 7 because that's going to give it away. All right. And in the middle of the game, I might say, oh, snap. Hey, 9 and 1. Bojangle, 9 and 1. Number 10 is stepped on the field in a position that's very, very detrimental to us. So we need to change our shape. I will tell you, Mr. Bojangle, the math problem, and you cover number 7. And your one and only job is that number 7 does not touch the ball. Very simple. Very simple. Well, that does it for today's video. So you might need to rewind that again, all right, and watch it again and again and again, because 3-5-2, first game, right? Gears, Roger, and math. Whew, that should prepare us mentally, all right? Until next time, you guys are awesome. Say bye, Coach Ron.